Hello, everyone. As promised, I'm here today to talk to you about this really powerful full moon that we have on Monday, June 29th at 1956 Eastern Time. And you probably are already feeling the effects of this full moon. I know it already has come up in my life, and someone close to me kind of already played out the lesson. So, full moon energies don't have to be on the day, it can be 3 to 4 days before or after. And what's really interesting is that today, Friday, before the full moon on Monday, is actually quite a buildup as the moon in Anahārata Scorpio sits exactly opposing Mars, who is conjunct Uranus in Taurus Critica. So, people with Scorpio and Sagittarius placements are really going to be feeling this full moon, I have to say, and I've seen it already playing out. So I want to try to break it down to help you understand, as the stars are really here to tell us a story. And it's really important that we understand what it means so that it can help us. So I have it pulled up here. You don't have to know how to read it. That's my job. But remember, the last video I did was the new moon a couple weeks ago. A new moon is the lesson, the new cycle that we are beginning. And the full moon acts as an emotional amplifier, whereas the new moon is more of an ego, because the moon and sun are conjunct in the same sign together, whereas the moon is opposing the sun. That means the moon has its full capabilities and is in its full light. And the moon is our emotions, our subconscious, our inner child that needs to be mothered correctly. So this is more about an emotional clearing, an emotional ending, and a lesson that needs to be closed to start anew. So, the moon is in Purva Ashadha Sagittarius this time. Sagittarius is the wise, adventurous, but it's really here about to conquer belief systems, to share wisdom. It's all about the truth. Okay, Purva Ashadha is in the middle of Sagittarius. It's a nakshatra ruled by Venus, and it is the invincible star. This is a very strong nakshatra, and it's all about personal sovereignty and speaking its truth. Okay, so it's also ruled by Apa, so it's a deity that has to do with water and purifying the waters to get to the truth. Purva Ashadha is more interested in conquering and winning the first battle, whereas Uttara Ashadha, that comes right after it, is more about winning the entire war and being a little bit softer and a little bit more about the long game. Okay? So Purva Ashadha is sharp. It is opposing the sun in Gemini in Ardra Nakshatra. Ardra is also the storm, ruled by Rudra. Ardra is focused on, it's mercurial. So we have Jupiter and Mercury energies here, which are both incredibly intellectual in different ways. This is about purifying the truth to an extreme, guys. Ardra is here to create an emotional storm that gets to the truth. It's also extremely sharp, and it can be extremely victimizing feeling because it's so intense. The storm sometimes is so intense. And I actually have a lot of clients with Ardra and Purva Ashadha placements. And so how is this really playing out, and what is the lesson? What else is going on? One of the reasons this full moon is really so important is not only because there is just so much truth energy and personal sovereignty being claimed here, which is just going to be powerful, right, within itself, but we are in a Cancer stellium right now. Cancer is about the home, the emotions, and about the mother. Ketu is in Magha right now, severing ancestral and lineage scripts and power dynamics that are rotten and that do not serve us and that we need to get disillusioned with in our lives and sever. Rahu is on June 29th is the last, well, it moves into Dhanishta in the middle of the day on June 30th, but this is the last day Rahu is in Shadabisha. This is really important. Shadabisha is about the hidden veils, things that we keep secret. And then we have Mercury the same day as the full moon going retrograde in Cancer in Purnarvasu. Purnarvasu is about restoring the light, restoring the truth. Are you seeing a pattern here? This is a heavy truth energy full moon. But looking deeper, Venus in Ashleisha within Cancer. Ashleisha is the serpent, the emotional grip. Venus is relationships. It's the female. There is something going on here about severing female, mother, ancestral scripts. This could be toxic enmeshments that you don't even know you're doing because they're so deep within your childhood, rooted in your conditioning. This is a very familial mother script here that I am seeing. Saturn is in Revati still. It doesn't go retrograde until the end of July. And it's aspecting Mars, which is now in Taurus with Uranus. So Mars with Uranus is asking also to cut and purify with a razor things that are no longer things in your comfort zone. Taurus is your comfort zone, your attachments, your physical assets, material. If something is rotten in this area, it's here to cut that, and it's not in a way that you can escape. Because Saturn's aspect on Mars is making you face the cold truth of it. Rahu's last day in Shadabisha is telling us that there is a narrative or a secret in some sort of dynamic in your life that is coming due. Mercury going retrograde, and I think it is until, it's in Cancer until July 7th, and then it goes back into Gemini July 7th, and then July 23rd, it goes direct. This Mercury in retrograde, it stays in Purnarvasu in both signs, is giving us the opportunity to reevaluate, to read the scripts of the past and the old narratives and find if they are no longer aligned with us. And it's giving us a chance to rewrite the narratives in our lives with absolute truth and personal sovereignty. Allow this to help you understand that this is an empowerment full moon. This full moon is here to clear the deck. And if you can really lean into this, it's going to make July so much easier for you, as this whole year, to be honest with you, is really about clearing a lot of toxic scripts. So Mercury retrograde always brings out things, anything honestly can come out. It removes the filter in people's communication. So expect more truths to come out the next month, and always choose what's best for you and choose what's true for you. The universe got your back.